Have you ever heard of photosynthesis? Well, a lot of you probably have. And maybe you know that it has something to do with plants, and specifically it has something to do with why leaves look green. But if I ask you to explain it to me, do you think you could? Well, let me lay it out for you. Plants take in carbon dioxide and water from the air and the soil. Then the water gets oxidized, which turns it into oxygen, and the carbon dioxide gets reduced, which turns it into glucose. Then the plants release the oxygen into the air, and they hold on to the glucose molecules for storing energy. Got it? Well, maybe and maybe not. And the fact is, I gave you the really simple version. If we were really going to get into how photosynthesis works, then we'd have to talk about chloroplasts and the thylakoid membrane and ATP and NADPH and other things that I don't understand. The fact is, photosynthesis is complicated. But did you know that photosynthesis is important not just for plants, but also for us? The oxygen that plants produce during that process is important for us to be able to breathe. If you stop and think about it, we are surrounded by things in our world that we don't really understand, but sometimes they're really important. Even the smartest doctors don't understand everything about the human body, but there's lots of things going on inside of our bodies that are really important for keeping us healthy. Just like in science, there are things in the Bible that are hard to understand. But just because they're hard to understand doesn't mean they're not really important. We're going to learn about one of those things tonight. Maybe you've heard of the Trinity. That's the truth that there's only one God, but he has three persons. Now, even the smartest people in the world have a hard time understanding how God can be one God but have three persons. But even though it's hard to understand, this is a really important truth that makes a difference in how God's world works. And it reminds us that there are lots of ways that God is too great for us to totally understand. Jeremiah 10:6 says, "For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Lord, thou art great, and thy name is great in might." You might not understand why the leaves on the trees are green. You might not understand why a process called photosynthesis is really important. In fact, you might not even be able to say the word photosynthesis. It's still an important part of giving us air that we can breathe every day. When it comes to God, we don't have to understand the Trinity for it to be true. But I am glad that God has given us the truth of His Word so we can learn about this amazing truth. And I look forward to learning about the Trinity together.